Hey, Amy, it's Dan Toner. Thanks for helping me communicate this to your staff. Hi, everyone, I'm Dan Toner, the insurance broker for Crest Construction. On the screen, I'm showing you a memo that Amy's going to pass out to you. We are up for renewal January 1 with Horizon. We are going to renew with Blue Cross Blue Shield. We're going to offer a couple of different plan designs. So please take a peek at this two-page memo. We'd like the either an enrollment form or a waiver from you by December 18th, so we can communicate to Blue Cross Blue Shield as to who wants coverage, who's waiving, and who wants dental coverage, etc. I'm also going to, in the email you're going to get, there's a summary of the three different proposals. Right now we have what's called the Omnia Silver Plan. That plan is up for renewal. I think it was about a 10% increase. So we want to take a peek at that and see if that makes sense. We're also going to offer two different plans, a bronze, which is a lower costing option, and a gold, which is richer coverage. So we're going to offer three different plans. On the screen, these are little just summaries to explain different levels. So I'm going to go over that with you in a second. But more importantly, this is a hyperlink. So if you click on the name of the product, this launches what's called the full benefit summary. And you can see that on my screen, that the full 9 pages of benefits. So if you want to take a peek at a little more detail, feel free to click on the hyperlink. Okay. Note the following on the current plan. The silver, you have a $35 copay for tier 1 doctors. That's reduced to $30. You have a $1,250 hospital and surgery deductible. That's now $1,300. Those are just some minor changes they made. Other than that, the silver plan is the same. For those that want an overview on the three different products, the word Omnia means that Horizon has 2 levels of coverage for each plan. You have tier 1 benefits versus tier 2. And what that means is you will owe less when you see a tier 1 provider. On the current plan, which is called the silver, if you see a tier 1 provider, you owe a $30 copay. The DW means the deductible is waived. But if you see a tier 2 doctor, you owe 50% AD after the tier 2 deductible of $2,500. So there's a big difference to see tier 1 versus tier 2. And on the memo, I've showed you how to go to Horizon's website and check to see if your doctor is tier 1 or tier 2. For example, when you see a participating lab like LabCorp, the deductible's waived, you owe nothing, but you'd owe more if it's if you went into a facility. On an urgent care, you have a $75 copay. The deductible's waived when you go to urgent care on a tier 1 versus going to a tier 2 urgent care, you owe 50% after the deductible. So again, on each item, you'll find different incentives to try to use tier 1. This $1,300 tier 1 deductible, most of the shore-related hospitals are tier 1. What that means is you owe $1,300 and then a $500 copay for the day in the hospital, or $250 after the deductible for surgery, or $100 after the deductible for an MRI. So once the deductible is met, the silver provides pretty rich coverage. And again, this is probably the most popular plan, and it's what everyone's enrolled on today. The gold version of it, in case you're looking, it's going to be a higher premium, but everything is lower. Your tier 1 doctor copays, specialist copays, your hospital deductible is lower. Many of you may want higher coverage, better coverage, and are willing to pay extra. So if you want the gold plan, we need to know by Friday, the 18th. Otherwise, we're going to assume most people want to keep the silver. Now, for those that don't go to the doctor a lot, the Omnia Bronze plan is a lower premium plan that you must meet a $3,000 deductible if you're a single, or $6,000 if you're a family, before you can pay a copay. So it says $50 copay to a tier 1 primary after that deductible is met. So if you're a single, your premium will be less under the bronze, but you're taking on the burden of the $3,000 deductible. If you're a family, you'll probably save thousands of dollars a year in premium, but you would owe the first $6,000 before you paid the copays. So keep in mind, the bronze will save you money, but it's a significantly different coverage. Okay. For those of you who know, we did shop the silver plan, and Blue Cross is by far the lowest costing premium, one of the biggest networks, and that's why we decided to renew, but we're going to offer the 3 different plans. The second tab here is called Rate Sheets, and you could see if I'm 30 years old, I'm going to pay $87.66 a paycheck a week. If I'm on the bronze, I'm going to pay $103 if I'm on the silver, and I'm going to pay $123. So we've given you rate sheets so you can see the cost that will come out pre-tax, by the way. If you are adding dependents, you are billed per dependent. Okay, so you just have to add that together to come up with your monthly cost. And if there's any questions, my name and contact information is on the memo. Certainly let me know. Okay. In terms of the dental is a single, couple, parent, child, or family. There's 4 ways you could be covered. That does not have to match your medical. So if you're enrolled as a family under medical and you want single coverage for dental, you can do that. It doesn't have to match, it's separate. There is no cost increase. Horizon has kept the plan the same. This is a dental options plan, which is their largest network. This is a copy of the benefit summary that's going to be emailed to you. Coverage in and out of network. You're given a $1,500 benefit per person enrolled. You have 100% coverage for checkups and cleanings and exams, 80% coverage for surgery and fillings, and 50-50 coverage for the bigger claims like bridges, inlays, dentures, and you're getting a maximum benefit of $1,500. If you've met your $1,500, you get a new $1,500 on January 1. So again, no change in benefit or cost for those under the dental. For those waiving, this is your time to re-enroll under dental. You can't re-enroll during the middle of the year unless you're a new hire. Okay, so take a peek at the memo. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I wish you guys a great holiday. And if you can let Amy know which of the medical plans you want, if you want dental or not, and you'll sign a waiver if you're going to waive off of coverage. Thanks.